Hi, my name is Brandon, and this is The Age of the Comeback. I'm your host with the most, and thank you so much for coming here and joining me today. Thank you. It means the world to me. You guys are the best. 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 And I want to let you guys know with a heartfelt appreciation that I sincerely appreciate every time you guys tune in. So thank you. Thank you. You guys are the best. Boom. All right. So today's episode, what is today's episode about? Well, let me jump into who's it for first. Yeah? Let me jump into who's it for first. Okay. Are you guys ready? Yeah? Well, who's this episode for? Are you an individual that feels that they have lost out on so many opportunities to the point where you just feel like there's no coming back? This episode is for you. Are you an individual that right before you create a huge breakthrough in taking an opportunity that you've been waiting for forever, something always pops up to prevent you taking that opportunity? This episode is for you. And are you an individual that believes in luck rather than preparation meeting opportunity? This episode is also for you. Let's get started, shall we? Here we go. Let's go. Well, this episode's title's name is Opportunities. The title of this episode is named Opportunities. One more time. This episode's title is Opportunities. Are you guys ready? Man, how many opportunities are we going to have this upcoming year? I'm super stoked, man. Super stoked. I can't believe it. We're in 2025. Such a great opportunity just to redesign and reinvent ourselves to become the best versions of ourselves this 2025, man. Who's ready for that? Are you ready for that? Show me a raise of hands. Show me a raise of hands, man. Show me a raise of hands. All right. There we go. Give me some energy. Give me some energy this episode. I'm going to be hype because, man, so many opportunities are coming down the pipeline this year. Not only for me, but I know for you as well. And I'm excited for you. Not only am I excited for you, I'm excited for me. I'm excited for my family. I'm excited for my neighbors. I'm excited for everybody. I'm excited for Live For You. I'm excited for just a transformational community. I'm excited for everybody. I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for everybody. I'm stoked for everybody, man. This 2025 is a huge opportunity for breakthrough and reinvention and redesigning from what doesn't work to what works. Yeah? Yeah. So yeah, that's the episode's title. Opportunities. Let's get straight into this, all right? I don't have much subtopics here, okay? The biggest subtopic that I have is the main topic, and that's the episode's title, Opportunities. Go figure. Now, what I do want to discuss here is opportunities. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you, audience? You already know how this works. I ask the questions and then you answer them, you with you. What does opportunities mean to you? Sit and ponder on that for a sec. It's a very, very vague question, I know. However, it can become a deep one if you dig deep enough into it. And here's your opportunity. I'll give you a sec. Okay, time's up. If you would like to, place your definition of opportunities in the comment section below and just be in support of supporting the channel and giving feedback and interacting with other like-minded people like yourself, okay? Let's get it. So opportunities. Opportunities to me, in my perception and in my paradigm of life and my experience of this big old thing called life, right? This crazy thing called life is doors. Doors of opportunity. Doors that open up when you are ready for it. When the student is ready, the master will appear. This is when the student is ready, the master will appear. And that door of opportunity will open up. Now it's up to you. Are you going to take that risk and walk through that door that you've been waiting to walk through for God knows how long? It's up to you, man. It's up to you. So my definition of the word opportunities are doors that you've been preparing for an extremely long time. And when the student is ready, the master will appear. The master will appear. Okay? Now going back to who's this episode for? Number one is, are you an individual that feels that you've missed a lot of opportunities in your life? Are you an individual that feels like they've missed out on many opportunities in their life? To the point that you think that there is no coming back. My question to you is, why? Why do you think that? Why do you think that you're at a point of no return? Enlighten me. Put it inside of the comment sections. I'd love to respond. I'd love to give feedback. I'd love to conversate with you. However, the big thing here is, the question is, why? Why do you feel that you are at a point of no return? Every day alive is an opportunity. Every day alive is an opportunity. This entire life is one big experience, is one big opportunity. Every day that you wake up and you take your first breath of air in the morning, the day is an opportunity. Even the night is an opportunity. What a blessing it is to be part of this experience, especially with other people. How lonely would it be if it was only you, right? Right? But yeah, it's why feel that way? Why feel that way? That you're at the point of no return. Why feel that way? Think about how much energy you're investing into that. Really, really think about how much energy you're investing into something external, outside of you, how much power you're giving away to it. How much power are you giving away to all of those missed, in quotations, opportunities in your life? How much power are you giving away to that? Are you stuck in your past, thinking about, oh, I could have been this, and oh, I could have been that, instead of creating something in the present here, in the present right here? That's the big thing here. That's the big question, is why do you feel that way? Why do you feel that you're at a point of no return? Because I'll tell you one thing, there's always a point of return and beyond. You are one decision away from catapulting yourself so far into the future that you won't even recognize who you were a couple months back. You're one decision away. It's possible, man. It's possible. You're talking to a real life testimony here, man. You're talking to a real life testimony here. Yeah. And just think about all of the power you're investing into what ifs. What ifs from your past, and what if I took that opportunity? And think about how you feel because of that. Don't you feel drained? Don't you feel sad, depressed, angry, frustrated, irritated? The list goes on. Don't you feel that? Don't you feel that because of investing all of that power into something external? The past is external. That's not with you right now in the present. If your mind is in the past, you're investing so much power in the past. That must be a draining life. And me speaking from experience, because I used to do that all the time, and honestly, I still do sometimes, but I catch myself in order to bring myself back to the present, to regain my power in what can I create right here in the present, in order to shift my future the way that I want it to go. Because inadvertently, what ends up happening is, if our minds are stuck in the past and we're wondering about the what ifs and what could have been and so on and so forth, think about where else that reflects in your life. The what ifs, what could have been, instead of creating something now in the future. If your mind is in the past, then you will create more of the past in the future. For example, if I said that I was going to do laundry yesterday, And today, I said, damn, I should have done laundry yesterday. What do you think I'm going to create tomorrow if I don't shift that today? The same essence applies to everything. The same essence applies to everything. If I said I was going to do laundry yesterday, and I'm pondering in the present, damn, I should have done laundry yesterday, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow if I continue pondering on the what if and the missed opportunity in the present of, damn, I should have done laundry yesterday? I'm going to create more of the past and not only not do the laundry here in the present, I'm also going to not do laundry tomorrow. So how to break that cycle of starting to create opportunities in your life and start preparing for those doors to open up for yourself is to shift the action in the present. So whenever that thought comes up that, oh, I don't feel like it, oh, this, that, and the other, I'll tell you one thing about getting back inside the gym. The hardest part is just getting there, right? The hardest part is just getting there. Same thing applies to laundry. The hardest part is just getting there. Once you're there, you're there. What else better to do? So in that moment, in that present moment, what you're creating is inadvertently changing the fabric of your future. So that is the point of return, is to start doing in the present in order to change the fabric of your future. So for those of you that think that you guys have missed so much opportunities to the point that there is no return, with all due love and respect, I call bullshit. I call bullshit because the action in the present can shift and redesign and reinvent that entire future that you've been wanting for yourself this entire time, and bring that future closer to yourself, but it requires action here and now. Okay? Okay. Now, number 2, who's this episode for? Are you an individual that you are so close to a huge breakthrough, an opportunity that you've been waiting for so long? However, something always pops up. Something always pops up. Why? Why me? Why me? Why me? Why? Let me tell you something. Before every single one of your breakthroughs, every single one, the higher power, whatever you believe in, is going to test whether you really want it or not. Whether you really want it or not. If you want a new you, if you want to reinvent yourself, if you want to redesign yourself, if you want to do something with yourself and you want to sign up for Live for You trainings, or if you want to sign up for seminars, or if you want to go to art class, or if you want to go on that date, or if you want to do something and something always pops up, I'd like to break this into one question. And that question is, what can you afford? What can you afford? When I ask this question, I don't mean about money. It doesn't always have to do with money. I repeat, it doesn't always have to do with money or finances. When I say what can you afford, it also delves into what can you afford regarding time, energy, commitment, love, compassion, connection, joy. What can you afford? And the three most common ones are money, time, and commitments. So money, obviously, you know what that means, right? Like if you can afford to, in this particular case, to reinvent yourself, that is the opportunity that we're talking about here. Okay? Reinventing yourself. Reinventing yourself and going through workshops, trainings, whatever you want to do to just better yourself and your quality of life. It does require funds, yeah. That there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that, right? However, what can you afford? What can you afford? Okay. Now, the second one is time. So time usually relates with work or a career or something of that nature, right? That's usually what I get. And and that right there, let me talk to you about that, is when are you going to start putting yourself first? And I'm not saying to quit your job. I'm not saying to do any of that, okay? Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not saying to do any of that. However, a job is a means to a higher calling. It's not your end-all, be-all. Again, a job is the means to a higher calling. It's not your end-all, be-all. So when are you going to put yourself first in order to be and create and become the best version of yourself? When is that time going to happen? When is that time going to happen where you put yourself first so you could be the best version for yourself, your family, your community, and the world? Because I'll tell you one thing right now, is that your family does not deserve a beaten up, dragged through the mud, exhausted, burnt out version of you. They don't. They deserve the absolute best. Tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong. Because I'm not. Time. Time is something that we never get back. Time is something that we never, ever, ever get back. As I'm speaking to you, recording this episode, time is something that we never get back. This is some time I'm never going to get back, and I'm in contribution to you guys. And the one thing that I like to say about time is that I'd like to share something that my dad told me. And my dad's a really smart guy. He's really self-righteous at times, and he always thinks he's right. However, this is one of the very few, actually one of the many things that I've taken away from my dad. And he says that after God, it's time. After God, it's time. The two most powerful beings and things in the universe. And I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Time is something that you don't get back. Okay? Time is something that you don't get back. Now, I'm going to come back to time. However, the third one is commitments. Commitments meaning you had prior commitments to attending seminars, trainings, so on and so forth. You've had prior commitments. You've had prior commitments in things that would detrimentally improve your life and catapult you into the future, catapult you into who you are wanting and dreaming of becoming. However, you have commitments. And commitments are kids, a planned out bachelor party. Those are my commitments, at least, right? I had to miss my cousin's bachelor party in order to make it to a training seminar, and it changed my life forever. Right? Those are my personal ones. Okay, so kids, my personal one was a bachelor party that I had to skip out on. You know, thank you, cousin, for understanding. Now look at what I'm doing, right? Being a contribution. However, yeah, commitments. Commitments, school, work. Work's another thing too, right? However, it's commitments. Like, what do you get to shift around in order to make this happen? Because I'll tell you one thing, is that we've been programmed from small to this really bullshit phrase. And the phrase is, it is what it is. What the hell is that? It is what it is, in quotations. No, it's not. No, it's not. It doesn't have to be that way. What conversations that you get to have, the mature conversations, the leadership conversations, in order to create win-wins in your life, in order to get it all. Because it's possible. You can get it all. You can. You can. You can get it all. You're able, you're capable, and you're worthy of getting it all. However, who's in the way is you. You're afraid to talk to your manager. You're afraid to let them know that you want to do a reinvention or a training seminar. You're afraid to have those conversations with your partner, or you're afraid to have those conversations with your friends or the people that you care about the most. This is where those conversations get to happen. The courage gets to be displayed, and not even displayed, embodied, in order to bring out your light, your passion, your courage, and your strength, and your power. And it's not just inside anymore, it's outside. You're portraying who you are inside to the people outside by stepping into that, by having those conversations. 2, figure out what you're going to do about money, what you're going to do about time, and what you're going to do about commitments. What can you afford regarding those 3 areas, those 3 main areas? What can you afford? Because I'll tell you one thing that you can't afford. You can't afford continuing living a life of mediocrity. You can't. Doing the same things day in and day out, expecting a different result. There's no freaking way that anything is going to change in your life if you do not take the opportunities that are presented to you real time. There's no way. What you can't afford is a life of mediocrity, of being in scarcity of money, being in scarcity of time, being in scarcity of commitments, and being anchored by all 3 of these things. There are ways to generate the life that you want. And how to do so is start working or walking through those doors of opportunity by any means possible. Any means possible. Any means. Work more hours during the week to resolve your money commitment. As far as time is concerned, shift your time around. Make it work. As far as commitments, find a babysitter. Ask your mom, ask your auntie, ask your uncle. Ask somebody to babysit. There are ways to make the life of your dreams a reality. However, you get to stop being in your own way because it's only you at this point. There's ways to shift and redesign everything in this life. Everything in this life. And it all boils down to this question: what can you afford? What can you afford? And third, I've been speaking about it relentlessly through this episode, right? For who's this episode for? Point 3 is, are you an individual that believes in luck rather than preparation meeting opportunity? It's not luck, man. The lottery is luck. I'm not going to lie. That's like, okay, get the fuck out of here, right? But that does not relate to this topic, okay? However, there is no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as luck. When the student is ready, the master will appear. Again, when the student is ready, the master will appear. When you're ready for it, when you are ready for the next breakthrough in your life, for the next level, for the next dream, for the next step, for the next commitment, for the next thing that'll bring passion back into your life and purpose, when you're ready for that, the master will appear. And I've been speaking about it and really drilling that point that it is not luck, it's preparation meets opportunity. preparation meets opportunity. And you have the opportunity. You have the opportunity. Now, what are you going to do to prepare for it? What are you going to do now in the present to prepare for it? What are you going to do? And that is you with you. And if you want to share with everyone, put it inside the comments. Inspire someone. What you're going to do now in order to start creating the opportunities instead of just waiting for them because of luck. How are you going to prepare for it? What do you get to shift around regarding money, time, and commitments? What are you going to do to become the best version of yourself this year? The choice is yours. Everything you do is a choice. Whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. Whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. What have you been choosing unconsciously that still remains as a repeated cycle that continuously brings negative feedback into your life? This year and the year beyond is the opportunity that we get to walk through those doors of opportunity to create your life and your dreams and your vision and your aspirations and bring them into true life by taking the action now. What's landing for you? What's landing for you? And again, question for you with you, and if you'd like to share, put it inside the comments. The question is, from this episode, what is landing for you? Well, guys, it's been nice hanging out with you guys again. However, I gotta get going. I gotta get going here. However, thank you guys so much for the love and the feedback that you guys give me. Thank you guys for all the likes and the subscriptions. Yeah. Just to reiterate where to follow me, and if you haven't as yet, shame on you. Oh, I laughed too hard at my own joke there. But if you haven't as yet, shame on you. Where to follow me? The Age of the Comeback on Facebook. The Age of the Comeback on Instagram. The Age of the Co on TikTok. The Age of the Comeback on YouTube. The Age of the Comeback on Apple Podcasts and Spotify podcasts. And with that being said, it's such an honor to be here with you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for viewing. You guys are so cool. I love you guys. Let's make this year a badass year where we're taking these opportunities by storm, man. Let's prepare for them in the future, and let's stop recreating the past over and over and over again. Let's start creating in the present in order to prepare for those doors of opportunity for our future. Yeah? Are you with me? Who's ready for this, man? Who's ready for this? Let's get going. Let's get going. No time to waste. No time to waste. Urgency. Let's go. Thank you guys for being here with me. This is the Age of the Comeback. And I am Brandon, your host with the most.